To my channel, I am going to do Excel chapter 2 grader hands-on exercise Townsend Mortgage Company. Basically, this is the second chapter of this new course Exp25, and in this video I will be doing this assignment step by step, and you can get your assignment done by watching this complete video. But if you want me to do this assignment for you, or if you want me to do this complete course for you, including all the Excel, Word, PowerPoint or Access assignments, you can contact me and you can hire me for your complete course. My WhatsApp number and email is showing at the bottom of the screen. You can reach me out through WhatsApp or email. You can also hire me for your other courses like accounting, management, finance, information technology, computer sciences, all other writing assignments, mathematics or statistics. So now let's start doing the assignment. First of all, we will download the files. So we have downloaded the instruction file, that is the Word document, and also we have downloaded the Excel file. This one. Okay. So this is Exp25 Excel chapter 2 hands-on exercise Townsend Mortgage Company. At start of the instruction, you can see the project description. So there is nothing to do in project description, but I suggest you to go through this project description so that you can get an idea about the assignment. When you will read this project description or you will go through this project description, this will be easy for you to get this project done easily. So I suggest you to go through this project description so that you can understand this assignment well. So main part of the assignment is starting from project to perform to complete this project, and total steps to perform to complete this project are 13. So we are supposed to complete 13 steps to get this project ready for the submission. So first of all, you should know that this assignment or this project is based on the instruction given in the textbook. These are the instructions given in the textbook, so we are supposed to follow the instructions given in the textbook. So let's do step number 1, that is saying complete hands-on exercise step 2.1.1 part A. So first we will go to the book, e-textbook, go to Excel chapter 2 and open hands-on exercise 1. So now we are supposed to do 2.1.1 part A. So 2.1.1.1 part A is given here. That is saying start Excel, download and open the file named Exp25 Excel chapter 2 hands-on exercise loans. So I have already downloaded this file, and you can download this from your course dashboard. So this is the file that we're going to use to solve this assignment. We will apply all the instructions, all the steps to this Excel workbook, and we will make this Excel workbook in the final form for the submission. So first part is just talking about downloading the file. So there is nothing else to do in part A of this assignment. So that is all about step number 1. Now let's do step number 2. That is saying complete hands-on exercise step 2.1.1 part B up to G. So we are supposed to do P, C, D, E, F, G. So let's do part B first. Select cell D8. In detail sheet, type = and select B8. So this is the detail sheet. We will go to D8, and here we are supposed to type = and then we will select cell B8. = and select B8. Okay. Then it is saying in part C, type minus and select C8. So first we will type minus sign and we will select C8. Then the cell containing the down payment by first borrower. So C8 contains the down payment and B8 contain the house cost. Okay. Then it is saying in part D, click the enter check mark to complete the formula. Note that clicking enter does not change the active cell. So now we will click enter check mark. This is the enter check mark. Okay. So now we got the result 320,000. That is the result matching to the instructions as well. So that's mean we have done this step correctly. Now let's do part E. Double click the cell D8 fill handle to autofill column D. So this dot is showing fill handle. When there will be a plus sign, double click on it and we will get the remaining values in column D, amount financed for all the loan payments. Okay, we got these. Now let's do part F. Part F is saying select cell D9 and review the formula in formula bar. D9 is here and formula is B9 minus C9. B9 minus C9. Because the original formula contained relative cell reference, when you copy the formula from row A to row 9, the formula number of the cell references change. Next part is part G. Press the down arrow and review all the cell references in the formula bar. The reference change for each formula. So you can see that when we are going down, formula is changing according to row. This is row 10, row 10. Because we are using the relative references, we are not using the absolute references. When we will use the relative references, row number will change and you can see the row number is changing. Okay, and that is all about step number 2. Now let's do step number 3. That is saying complete hands-on exercise step 2.1.2 part A and A up to G. So now let's go to step 2.1.2 part A to G. Here we are supposed to use absolute cell references. In 2.1.1 we used relative references, but now we are supposed to use absolute references. So let's do part A. Select cell F8. F8 is here. Select this one. Type equal sign E8 divided by B5. Equal sign E8 divided by B5. Okay, and click the enter check mark. Okay, we got the result. Notice saying double click cell F8 fill handle, click cell F9. Double click cell fill handle, we got the values. So now you can see that we have errors in this formula because we are using relative references, but we are supposed to use the absolute references. So in part D it is saying click undo. So now we will undo this. Okay, and we will go to with the F8 as active cell, click cell B5 in the formula bar. Okay, F4 and then click enter check mark. So now we are supposed to make this B5 to absolute reference. That means B5 will not be changed, only column E will be changing, but column B and row 5 will not be changing. So we are supposed to make it absolute references. We can press F4 or we can use $sign before B and before 5 like this, and now we will use fill handle, we will get the result. So now you can see that in B, F8 B5, F9 also contain B5, F10 also contain B5, and F11 also contain B5, and F12 also contain B5. Only column E is changing. So that's mean we have used B5 as an absolute reference. Okay, now we are supposed to save the workbook. That is all about step number 3. So we are done with third step of this assignment as well. So now let's do step number 4. Notice saying complete hands-on exercise step 2.1.3a up to F. So now 2.1.3 where we are supposed to use a mixed cell reference. That's mean either column will be absolute or either row will be absolute, but one of them will be relative. So let's do part A. So noticing click cell H8 and we are supposed to type equal sign G8 multiplied by B5. G8 multiplied by B5. Okay. Now we are supposed to press F4 to make B5 cell an absolute cell reference and click enter check mark. So we are supposed to make this as absolute reference. So we will use the dollar sign and we will enter check mark. Okay, we got the result 300. So now we will copy the formula. Now it is saying the first copy formula is G9 multiplied by B5. You can see that G9 multiplied by G5 and the result is 360. You want to observe that happens if you change the absolute cell reference to mixed cell reference. So now we are supposed to change this absolute reference to a mixed cell reference. So for this we will undo this first. Now it is saying that we are supposed to ensure that H8 is active and undo the result. So I already done that. Then it is saying click within cell B5 cell reference in the formula bar. Click F4 to change cell reference to mixed cell reference. That's mean row 5 we will remove this dollar sign before B. That's mean row 5 is static. That is not changing, but column B will be changing. Now let me use a fill handle. So now result is still 360. In this situation, using either absolute cell reference or mixed cell reference provides the same result. So it is telling that in this case, either we use relative reference or absolute reference, the result will be same. So we have used mixed cell reference in this case. Okay, and that is all about step number 4. So we are done with fourth step of this assignment as well. So now let's do step number 5. Complete hands-on exercise step 2.2.1 part A to F. Go to next page. So this is 2.2.1. So we are supposed to do part A up to F. So part A is given 2.2.1. Part A to F. Part A is saying we are supposed to open the Excel workbook again. In my case, I have already opened this. So that is part A. Part B is saying ensure that detailed worksheet is still in detailed worksheet is active and click cell B16. So now we are supposed to click cell B16. Now it is saying click auto sum in the editing group on the home tab. So this is the home tab, this is the editing group, this is the auto sum. Click this one. Okay. A range of cell containing values identified based on where you enter the formula. In this case, B8 up to B15 is selected. B8 up to B15 is selected. However, this is not correct range. So we are supposed to correct range. We will select B8 up to B12 because values are given in cell B8 up to B12. So we will change it to B12. Okay, now this range has been selected. Okay, and we will click this enter check mark. So we got the result for this one, and our result is exactly same like this. So we got the same result. Okay, now we are supposed to save the workbook. So that is all required in step number 5. So we are done with step number 5 as well. So now let's do next step, that is step number 6. Step number 6 is saying complete hands-on exercise step 2.2.2 part A to D. So this is 2.2.2 part A to D, part A. Select the formula tab and click cell B17. B17 is here and we are supposed to click the formula tab. Okay. The cell where you will display the average cost of the house. Select auto sum arrow in the function library group and select average. Auto sum and we will select average. Okay. Now we will select the range, that is B8 up to B12 again. So we will select the range B8 up to B12, select this range and click enter check mark. So we got the result, that is 304,240. Okay, 304,240. So in this video I have solved 6 steps for you. That means I have done half of the assignment for you in this video. But if you want me to do this complete assignment for you, or if you want me to do this complete course for you, my WhatsApp number and email is showing at the bottom of the screen. Please contact me either through WhatsApp or email and hire me for your courses. I will produce A grade for you in your courses and I am sure that you will be happy with my results. So thank you so much for watching my video. I request you to subscribe to my channel, like my videos and comments to my videos. And if you have any question, please reach me out through WhatsApp or email. Thank you so much for watching my video. I will get back to you with another powerful solution. Thank you so much again.